Sanbonani Batandwa, Tumelang Baratiwa. Good day, beloved. Goeiedag, liefde. I'm Chris Jansen, and welcome back to Doyen OAC. Right here is where we showcase all the talent that God gave to our church, and that is you. So if you want your talent to be showcased on this platform for everyone to see, send me a video or send me a message into the details linked in the description of this video. So for the sake of this video, we are explaining how the lesson works for teaching the kids about the prophet, and there's really 5 steps to follow. If you follow these 5 steps in order, follow the rules, I promise you will get it right every single time. How it works is step 1 and step 5 cancel each other off, because here you're thinking of a number and here you are subtracting that number. Step 2 and step 3, these two goes together, because here you multiply by 2 and here you divide by 2. And step number 3, that is the one that actually will give you the answer that you need to know at the end of the lesson. So let's start with step number 1. So step number 1 is think of a number. So you're gonna explain to the kids that you don't want to know the number. They need to keep this number. It's a magic number that only they must know. Keep it in their head. Keep it safe. Nobody must know it. It's a secret. Step number 1. And you don't have to know the number at all as well, because it does not matter what number you use. We're always gonna come to the same answer. And I'll show you why. So for the purpose of this illustration, I'm going to use the number 3, because the number 3 is very significant in our church. The Holy Trinity, Jesus resurrected in 3 days, Jonah in the fish's stomach, or rather captured in the fish for 3 days, and so on and so forth. So 3 days is the magic number that I'm going to start with, and that's my magic number. You can obviously start with any other number. Step number 2 is multiplication. Always step number 2, multiplication. That means we're gonna times, multiply, and the step number 2 means double the number. We want to double the number. So take your number and double it times 2, and you will get an answer. In my case, 3 times 2 equals 6. Step number 3. Step number 3 is addition, adding. And this is the most important step, because this is the one that will give you the answer that you need at the end. Right? Because addition, when you add, you're going to give them the number to add. If you remember correctly, that I told the Sunday school to add 2. I told the confirmation class to add 6. I told the youth to add 10. I told the brothers and sisters to add 20, and I told the officers to add 50. Now you need to make sure, now this is the tip, a very important thing, you're gonna give them a number to add. And remember, I said the Sunday school start with 2, confirmation class 6, and I went up because they are small. You don't want to make it too difficult for them. So how do you know that what your answer will be? Whatever number you give them at step number 3 to add, the half of that number is going to be your number, is going to be your answer at the end of the day. Half. So here's the tip. Always give an equal number. Don't give an unequal number, because if you give an unequal number of 3, you're gonna end up with 1.5, and you don't want to bother the child or make it difficult for the child to half 3, to get to 1.5 or a half answer. You want to make it easy and fun for them to engage with. So give them an equal number, an even number to add. I'm putting mine on the screen, and that's the numbers that I used in my illustration. Step number 4, that is division. So here we're gonna half the number. So all the answers that you have, you're just going to ask them to divide it by 2. Always divide it by 2. Step number 5, that's your last step. We're going to ask them to minus. So remember that first the initial number, my number was 3, and we're going to ask them to deduct that number. And you will see that on the screen right now that your answers are half of the numbers that I asked you to add in step number 3, and it works every single time. You can play around with it and change the numbers however you want to. You will always see that you will always come to the same answer if you follow the steps step by step. Follow the rules step by step. You will always get to the same answer. And then obviously you can go on by explaining how the prophet works, and that is obviously the audible, the dreams, the visions. You can make it clear depending on where you are in the prophet. You can even use this illustration to show how God knows our hearts, how God knows our thoughts, how God lives within us and knows everything about us. You can use this illustration for anything, just to show them that God knows everything that goes on in our lives. I hope you found this video valuable. If you like the video, please give us a thumbs up. If you don't, give it a thumbs down. Please share the video with whomever is a Sunday school teacher or Sunday school officer or youth, doesn't matter. This is just an illustration on how you can engage the children and how you can keep their attention when you're trying to teach them something about our faith. But that's it from me for now. Until next time, keep well, stay safe, stay blessed.